So let's talk about power. Some of the dynamics that I want to talk about are that, these ideas of power, powerlessness, disempowering, empowering, and all of these things where power is traded back and forth. So I think that early on throughout our childhood, and I'm a big believer that everything we learn and how we are trained happens when we're kids, through our family and through the people who we're close to, that teach us and train us to how to behave, how to get what we want. And one of the key components to that is power, is how we are allowed to utilize power, how we're allowed to keep it, what we're taught around that other people can have our power. So the big thing that I'm seeing is that the only person who disempowers us is us. And we give it away because we're going to get something in return. And then we complain that someone has taken our power away when we paid the price. We gave it for something, and then we complain on the other side that but we paid the price. We did it for a reason. And some people aren't aware of what those reasons are. And for me, I'm looking to gain more and more and more understanding about what that is. So those of you who watch these videos and who have heard me speak about these things for a while know that I've shared in the past that anger is something that I've spent time with, and I've called myself a recovering rageaholic or whatever, but or an anger junkie or whatever. So something that I've learned, and this may be obvious to a lot of people, but I guess I'm a slow learner, is that anger causes me to feel powerful. It also causes me to feel significant. And I become very significant to someone when I harness power and be angry and show up in that big way. So it may not be a big revelation for you, but maybe it will. When you're angry, it's a cue that you have lost power, that you need power, that you want power, and that's what you're trying to do to get it back. Interesting layer deeper is that sometimes we give our power away so that we get to utilize anger to gain it back because we like anger. It feels good. It's a way to feel something of a big energy. It just has an opportunity to be something that could be of a higher quality. And that's the thing that I talk about too, is are we continuing to find the healthier and the higher quality products, uses of getting our needs met. So back to the whole family thing, there's this saying that I like a lot, which is your family knows how to push your buttons because they're the ones who have installed them. And they're also the ones that teach us about giving our power away in exchange for something. There's a bargain, we're brokering for that. And by the time we become young adults and adults, we've got a really strong framework around that's deeply imprinted, that most of us are playing the rest of our lives without even knowing. Some of us are seeking to understand it to a greater degree, to attempt to alter it or evolve it. And some of us are actually doing that. I'd like to be in that latter crowd there, but time will tell. So here's the deal. Why are you giving your power? What are you getting in exchange for it? Do you recognize that you're the one giving it away? And I'm not talking about, the big meta issues of cultural and institutional power and privilege. I'm talking about the interpersonal stuff. I'm talking about in our relationships where we make these exchanges, we put ourselves at risk, And then we ask someone to give us some of our power back, to empower us when we have disempowered ourselves or other people in the game of unconsciousness. We give our power away, they take that power, they receive it, and then we have this really nice, handy little agreement where you're just going to give me some small pieces of it back and empower me. And then I have to come to you, and I have to make these requests, and I have to see if it's going to be okay. When what you might want to do is just stop giving your power away. Just stop doing it. So the opportunity here is this. Do you recognize you're giving your power away? Do you recognize why you're giving your power away? Do you know what would happen if you stopped giving your power away? Because we do this for a reason. We receive something. And if we stopped receiving that thing, the thing that's the benefit, what will happen? What will happen there? So that's what I got for you today. I hope that's of some use. Thanks for your time. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend.